So for starter, we're gonna have to set up the Metahuman plugins and restart. Let's go in the content folder, set up our new Metahuman, call him Bob, why not? And next we can start modeling the face, and I'm gonna base mine on nobody in particular, so don't ask any questions. Download the texture, set up the full rig, and hit assemble. And now we can go to the content folder and Bob, blueprints, here we are. Bob, the full character at its max. Next we go on the third person's blueprints and open it up, and then we go back to our Metahuman character and change the class to third person character. And then we can adjust the location and the rotation of the character. Go to mesh and set it to clear, and then we're gonna get an error, so we're gonna go here, add the mesh variable, go to the third person character blueprint and copy and paste it to the Bob blueprint, set the matching function, and then copy and paste the functions as well, and aim, and here we are. And then we copy and paste the first 3 sections of the character movement, and here we are. Now we can go to the mannequin animation folder, retarget all of the animations and save them. I saved mine inside the folder burger, and I even called the animation blueprint burger to minimize confusions. Go to the skeleton section, let's add some virtual bones for the feet IK. This issues later on, so we call this foot root IK. Okay. Left foot IK and right foot IK. There we go. So next we go to the animation graph, control rig, and here hit browse, duplicate this, which is the mannequin IK rig, and set it up here, and now double click it, and now here we can change a few things. So first, right click and hit refresh, and it should refresh with the human body. Whoop, sorry guys. Alright, I have to redo this thing. There we go. Okay, and now you can see that it's there, but the feet are wrong, so we must replace these with the bones we created. And now if we check out, the results are still off for some reason, and that's because for some reason I had to change bottom blueprints with the original IK bones, and for some reason that did the trick. And then I also had to parent virtual IK bones to the actual bones of the feet. So now if we move around, it works, and that's great. So now we can step to phase 2, which is set. So we start by going in the common folder phase, and we have this animation blueprint by default. So the first thing that we need to do is set up a variable, call it body, and change this to skeletal mesh component, object reference, and this one to live link. And now we can set up the live link, set up the camera, and compile, and we got error. So the reason for that, it's because we need a not node in the after the end, and we need to add the head movement boolean IK to the end. So now we hit compile and we still get an error. So I will put in the description like the link for the next code. It's a bit hard to explain everything I did, so I'm not gonna bore you with the details right now. And there we go here. And now hit compile and we shouldn't get an error, and the face should start moving. Great. So now we can go to the event graph and paste another code that I'm gonna give you guys in the description. Next we set another Bob mesh, there we go, and set it to the, then get body, touch it there, and then get a new pawn character, there we go. So now we should be able to move the neck once we hit compile, but as you can see there's a bit of a weird calibration issue, so my suggestion to you is to set it all to 0 and set it one by one, first with the roll, the pitch, the yawn, whichever. Just it takes a little bit of time to calibrate it correctly, and after that you are done. Here we are, our fully playable Metahuman with an active live link. Honestly, guys, this is really fun. This is really fun to play around with, and thank you for watching. Surreal Gork, Tom here. Did you enjoy the video? If you did, please make sure to comment and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me, especially because I'm going through a